The epic quest began months ago as thousands of hopefuls from 6 regions across the United States.
I will be the first.
I will be the
I
first.
will be
I will be the
the first American Ninja Warrior.
Each fought through pain, exhaustion, and the competition to earn a shot at this, the most brutal obstacle course on the planet, Mount Midoriyama. And now, America's top 100 athletes, from Maine to Miami, from Arizona to Alaska, and all across the country, have traveled to Las Vegas to take on the greatest athletic challenge of their lives. The 4 grueling stages of Mount Midoriyama. The moment of truth has arrived. Can any of these fierce competitors beat the odds and do what no American has ever done? Who will become the first American Ninja Warrior?
This is Las Vegas, Nevada, a city where fortunes can be made with a simple roll of the dice. But tonight, some of the finest athletes in the country are here to gamble on this, the most difficult obstacle course in the world. But it's going to take a whole lot more than luck if they want to go home with a grand prize of $500,000 cash. I'm Matt Eisman alongside Olympic gold medalist Jonny Moseley, and our quest to find the first American able to conquer Mount Midoriyama has taken us from Venice Beach, California to Miami, Florida. Nearly 1,000 competitors have given it their all in our qualifying courses all across the country. But only the 100 best earned a trip here to the finals in Las Vegas.
Well, in order to achieve total victory on Mount Midoriyama, competitors must complete all 4 stages. And so far, stage 1 is living up to its brutal reputation.
Mount Midoriyama hit hard as stage 1 opened with 28 of 100 competitors trying, and the majority failing against the world's most difficult obstacle course. Some found moments of glory along the way, only to be rebuffed time and time and time again. Through it all, only one man found the moxie and determination to beat the clock and beat the course. Former pro golfer Nathaniel Spencer gave a spectacular effort and still found himself scrambling against time.
Clock is ticking, Matt.
Spencer's run proves this course can be beat.
Gotta dig deep.
But it will take everything these runners have.
This is it. He did it.
A lot of great competitors about to take the course tonight. Who are you most looking forward to seeing?
One guy I can't wait to see run is Jake Smith, a cable installer and parkour wizard out of Colorado representing the Mid-South region. He's an incredibly skilled athlete who made it through stage 1 last year. And then there's 27-year-old Ryan Thompson, an IT training specialist out of the Southwest region. Ryan embodies the dedication of a true super fan. This is his 4th time competing, and he just keeps improving. This year, he's running for his sister-in-law who's fighting breast cancer, and I think that'll push him even further.
There are 20 runners taking on stage 1, running in order from slowest to fastest qualifying times, including Big Bob Pondrum, the walk-on star from the Mid-South, Dan Mast and his Tuxedo Speedo from the Southwest, and later cable installer and Mount Midoriyama veteran Jake Smith. But right now on the course, it's Bradley Smith Jr. He's a 29-year-old bank teller straight out of Brooklyn, New York. Bradley placed 11th overall in the Northeast tonight, wearing his region's color, purple. Bradley's a big-time basketball player who boasts a wingspan of 84.5 inches, as well as a 30-inch vertical leap. He grew up in a tough neighborhood, and he's hoping that his performance at American Ninja Warrior will provide a better life for his 2 biggest fans.
Why I think Daddy can?
Because he's strong.
Well, he's already made those kids proud. Let's see if he can deliver a slam dunk on stage 1 of Mount Midoriyama.
And he's off. Dicing up the step slider, looking determined to make his mark tonight. Moving quickly through the course.
Well, that's smart, Matt. Stage 1 is a timed course. Athletes should be thinking about blasting through these early obstacles as fast as they can.
Mount Midoriyama is about pushing yourself harder than you thought possible. And the basketball player showing good hops there onto the giant swing. With his height, doesn't really need to jump too high.
That's true, and now the jumping spider. This obstacle is a killer, but Bradley does have height on his side.
Oh, and Bradley Smith rejected by the jumping spider. Johnny, break it down for us.
Well, he got a good grip there with both hands, but his feet were just too low. The left one slipped off, and there was just nothing to hold on to.
And the basketball star is felled by the jumping spider. Bradley Smith makes an early exit from stage one. Next up, it's 25-year-old Josh Grant, an engineering student representing the Midwest region via Illinois. Josh Grant off to a good start. Although he took a very respectable 11th place in the Midwest Regionals, Josh hopes to do even better tonight.
There's a few things I kind of stumbled on. One was the warped wall. My knee actually hit the wall, so it kind of stopped me from going up as much.
Oh, just short.
For the finals, my game plan is to move as fast as I possibly can. I feel it's not just endurance test, it's also speed test.
I think Josh may have the perfect combination of athleticism for this competition, Johnny.
Definitely, Matt. He's a black belt in Shaolin Kung Fu, accomplished parkour athlete, and gymnast. Lightning fast through the step slider and the rolling log.
And he is showing off for the crowd there. I think he heard you, Johnny.
Well, you know, he's a very fluid athlete. Oh, that's beautiful, and can adapt quickly to new obstacles.
Let's see if he can adapt to the jumping spider. Took out our first athlete tonight. See how Josh handles it.
Oh, handles it very nicely.
Solid.
Just really sticking those feet and hands before inching his way up, and his knees still have a bend. That helps. He's getting a lot of height now, a long drop down and a tumble, and Josh Grant is through to the half-pipe attack.
And this is where his parkour training should really serve him well. Good run on the face and a good swing on the rope.
Excellent, and nailing the landing. You know, Josh just keeps looking better and better, making good time, too.
Onto the warped wall. Josh struggled here in qualifying. Can't let that get into his head. Oh, a miss on the first try here in the finals.
You know, remember in qualifying, athletes only got 3 tries at the wall. Here, you can have as many tries as it takes or until you time out, Matt.
Here's his second attempt. Oh, gets one hand up, yes! Gets the other hand up and pulls himself up so strong. But now he's got to make up some time here on the spinning bridge.
Yeah, he's got to move quickly through.
Little regroup. Had his hands on the platform but could not save it. Josh Grant down and out on the spinning bridge after an otherwise impressive run. So close, that has to hurt, Johnny.
Slipped those balls.
2 more runners go down. Will the third be a charm? Our next athlete hopes so. He's 32-year-old Ben Sneed, a carpenter from Larkspur, California, wearing green tonight to represent the Northwest. Ben's a deceptively dangerous competitor, looks like a mild-mannered guy, but has a really diverse athletic background. He's an exceptional rock climber. He's got mad ups on the basketball court, and he's pretty confident about his chances of becoming the first American Ninja Warrior.
I think I got a good shot at it.
Well, this is Ben's first year competing at American Ninja Warrior, but he's been training for this for a long time, even training at the backyard course of returning finalist David Campbell in the Bay Area.
And that training pays off there right through the step slider.
Well, Ben grew up in the woods of Maine, climbing trees.
And he's a carpenter, and that's one of the great things about American Ninja Warrior. It truly is an everyman competition. Carpenters, bank tellers like Bradley Smith, students like Josh Grant, all out here living out their dream. Right through the giant swing. Now at the jumping spider, which earlier took out Bradley Smith Jr.
A strong jump onto that obstacle, Matt. You can really see the strength in Ben's legs here. He is wedged in there very tightly, all because of the power in his lower legs. That was nice.
And Ben Sneed made it through the first 4 obstacles, now the half-pipe attack.
Well, he probably attacked some half-pipes back in his pro snowboard days, but this is way different.
Oh, drags his foot to stop the momentum and sticks the landing.
But here is the big challenge for Ben, the warped wall. He couldn't get up it in regional qualifying.
And Ben Snead has made it to the top of the warp wall with just under a minute left, Johnny.
Oh, well, he had a little stumble on the steps there, but that is the only miscue on this entire run. Oh, yeah, stuck the spinning bridge, and he is looking good on time here going into the cargo climb.
He is in great position to be the second person to complete stage 1, but this climb is going to be so key. 34 seconds left, and Snead is looking great.
Absolutely, Matt, pushing himself, not easing up on the climb. He can taste victory.
And look at this, Ben Snead blows away the course.
What a comeback, and I love to see the improvement from the first time we saw him in qualification. Every time he's gotten a little better, and now look at him pumping the fist, claiming stage 1.
Well, let's go to Angela, who's with an elated Ben Snead right now.
Woo! Ben, you just breezed through that course like it was so easy for you. That look of accomplishment on your face at the top, what was that like up there?
It felt great. You know, I knew if I took my time through the obstacles that I would be able to finish each one of them. So I just tried to, move methodically through each section.
Now you're on to stage 2, so what are your thoughts on the next round?
I'm really excited to get to the next obstacles because they're more climbing oriented, and that's what I like to do in my free time.
Congratulations on that.
Thanks.
Guys, back up to you.
And Ben Snead, only the second athlete to complete stage 1. But we still have many strong runners left to compete. Coming up, the best of the best aim to tackle stage 1 on the way to becoming the first ever American Ninja Warrior. Including our tallest competitor, race biker Big Bob Pondrum, whose 6'6" frame has allowed him to rise to the top.
It's allowed me to do some cool things and allowed me to stand out from the crowd a little bit in a really good way.
Brendan Kelly, who nearly lost his leg before finding success in both track and football.
Being an All-American in 2 sports is a little different than being an All-American in this, but that is why I'm here.
Stuntman Paul Darnell, looking to make amends from a painful exit on Mount Midoriyama.
It's kind of sad because you don't want to leave Japan injured, but it definitely gave me appreciation for the course and how hard it really is.
And Jake Smith, the cable installer and returning finalist from Colorado, looking for a quick run and a quick payday.
I think if I got $500,000, it would change my life significantly.
They've come from coast to coast looking for history in the desert. The quest to become the first American Ninja Warrior continues from Las Vegas. Welcome back to the finals of American Ninja Warrior, coming to you from the Las Vegas Strip. I'm Matt Eisman alongside Olympic legend Jonny Moseley, and we are in stage 1 of the 4 brutal stages that comprise Mount Midoriyama. Now, this is the first time this obstacle course has ever been assembled here in the States, and it's showing no more mercy here than it ever did in Japan. While you're away, 4 more runners took to the course, and 2 of them succumbed to this beast. That includes naval engineer Adam Grossman, who suffered a giant fail on the giant swing. But 2 runners did advance to stage 2. 6'5" Danny Johnson, a visual effects editor from Pittsburgh. He had a run that was nearly picture perfect. And Midwestern cartoonist Will Dodd survived a challenge on the halfpipe attack to beat the course with just 7 seconds left on the clock. So Johnson and Dodd become the 3rd and 4th runners to advance to stage 2, joining Nathaniel Spencer and Ben Snead, the carpenter from the Bay Area. Now let's return to the action with 23-year-old Kevin Rioli, a waiter who came in 10th overall in the Northwest Regional Finals.
Kevin's a dedicated parkour athlete whose talent and training brought him twice before to American Ninja Warrior. He used his unfortunate disqualification by water as fodder for one of the funniest submission videos we've ever seen.
What is that? Oh! Come on, Kevin, you can do this. Just jump over the bucket of water. I can't. To go! Oh! I did jump over the bucket of water. To victory!
Advice to Kevin tonight, try not to get wet, buddy.
Well, he's conquered his fear. Let's hope he can stay out of the water. Right through the step slider.
Light on his feet for a bigger guy.
Played football all his life, took up parkour in college. On the rolling log, kind of a slow roll. No! No!
Oh, no, he's off and into the water. Kevin did not take our advice, Matt.
Kevin gets wet here on American Ninja Warrior for the 3rd year in a row. But don't throw in the towel, buddy. We admire your determination.
Yes, we do.
Up next is our tallest competitor here in Vegas at 6 foot 6 inches. It's Big Bob Pondrum from Houston, Texas. He's rocking the orange tonight for the Mid-South region.
I race sport bikes, I rock climb, I mountain bike, and I love that physical challenge. Wrestling a 400-pound motorcycle around at 100 miles an hour is a lot harder than you think it is. I've had 2 ACL reconstructions in the past. For one of my surgeries, I actually asked them to give me an epidural and keep me awake so I could watch the surgery occur. I've always been fascinated by the human body, how it functions. It's one of the reasons I'm going into nursing now. I made a little 180 in the last couple of years and went from working in construction and project management to now I'm a nursing student. People want to make little cracks about me being a guy who's a nurse, and, let them do it.
The avid rock climber arrived at qualifying as a walk-on, but he comes to Vegas as a winner.
It's kind of fun to be a little bit of an underdog sometimes and come through.
It's always amazing when we have somebody literally come out of nowhere, just a walk-on, and now here he is at the starting line of stage 1 at Mount Midoriyama. Unlike any other competition in the world where fans can go from watching on TV to next year competing, Pondrum now onto the rolling log.
And he's tall, so look at the wrap he's got around that thing, no problems.
6 feet 6 inches tall. Amazing, has had 2 reconstructive surgeries on his ACLs, so the legs could be a weak spot for him. Giant swing though. Wow, oh my goodness, though, couldn't make the landing.
Well, he almost had too much height.
That's what it looked like. He had trouble actually getting momentum on the swing, Johnny.
Well, he jumped so high and straight to the bar and caught it at about his chest, which didn't allow him to extend his arms and get a good strong swing and the proper momentum for a good dismount.
Next up is Ryoga V, one of the most unique competitors in the entire field. He's a wild card selection out of the Northwest, and he's wearing green to represent his region. He is fired up, Ryoga. This is Ryoga's 4th time competing on American Ninja Warrior. He's come up short in times past. And Ryoga is down. He has nothing left in Ryoga V. But he's still long on confidence.
I'm an indestructible force of awesomeness, but most importantly, I'm here because the fans love me. I bring really interesting costumes to the course.
Colorful ninja-themed costumes that Ryoga crafts by hand at his own studio. He may not have ever made it to the warped wall yet. And Ryoga is down. But Ryoga is undaunted.
Having heart and having drive and tenacity is what keeps me coming back. I'll still keep coming, I'll still keep trying, and eventually I will get through this course.
And here goes Ryoga. Never been to Mount Midoriyama, ready to try to turn his wild card into an ace. Ryoga, this super fan, can't get the rolling log to start rolling.
Well, he's such a student of Ninja Warrior and comes back every year, such a colorful part of the contest.
Actually had a great run this year.
He did.
But here is a wild card, really representing the super fan, which is such a big part of this competition. People are so passionate about this show, love it for years, and then they can come out and compete. And Ryoga so far doing pretty well, Johnny.
Well, he definitely has the skills. He sometimes makes interesting mistakes, but really good on the jumping spider. I'm surprised.
And he's changed up his trademark red outfit, gone with neon green.
He's really moving at a fast pace here. You know, he did make a kind of costly mistake in the regionals and kind of wrote him off at this point, but it looks like he's got a sort of renewed sense of confidence.
Absolutely, but doesn't want to take too much time here. Half pipe attack. Had
the
right recovery.
Yeah. Oh! And it's possible to recover from here. You can push off, costing him serious time.
Absolutely cost him time, but he is really digging deep. I'm impressed by Ryoga.
Me too. In fact, this is probably his best performance we've seen so far.
Well, amazingly, in all the years of competing, he has never made it to the warp wall. This is as far as he's ever done, and it's on stage 1, but the clock is ticking. Now down about 30 seconds left for Ryoga. He can't get up.
There he hears the 30-second call.
This is what he's dreamed about, being here on Mount Midoriyama when the lights are the brightest. And Ryoga's such a good run, but coming up short.
It's those last few steps that are so important, and you want strong, short, powerful strokes that count. And at 10 seconds now, he hears the horn,
and the horn just cutting him like his own samurai sword. But hold your head up high, Ryoga. The superfan here on a wild card does better than many of our highly touted performers, makes it all the way to the warp wall. A great run, Johnny.
Well, we were expecting him to just entertain the crowd, which he did, but he made it even further than we thought. He almost shocked us there.
Absolutely. Ryoga V proved tonight that you really can be a showman, give an exciting performance, but also be a serious athlete. We're looking forward to seeing more serious competitors as some of the top runners of the night are still coming up. Welcome back to Las Vegas, home of the finals of American Ninja Warrior. Well, 7 more have tackled stage 1, including Andrew Wood, the personal trainer from New Jersey who found out the very first obstacle on Mount Midoriyama can be just as tricky as any other, while delivery driver Scott Robinson couldn't deliver on the jumping spider. Let's get back to the action, and that's where we find Brendan Kelly out of Kentucky, representing the Southeast by wearing red. He's no stranger to tackling obstacles in his life.
I was playing a game. I received consecutive blows to the same spot on my calf. Resulted in acute compartment syndrome.
For Brendan Kelly, a seemingly routine football play turned into a life-threatening event.
My calf literally swelled up to the size of my thigh. It cut off circulation to my muscles, so one of them died, and I actually had to go get it removed.
He was in the hospital for 10 days, and he had 5 surgeries. I saw the injury firsthand. It was pretty gruesome.
After they cut my leg open 14 inches, they had to release the fluid so the muscle could breathe again, and that I didn't lose my leg. The doctors said that I wasn't going to be able to play football or run track competitively.
Despite the doctor's warnings, Brendan refused to believe his athletic career was finished.
You know, 1.5 months later, I ran my first track meet. I just kind of started defying the doctor orders and stuff, telling me to take this much rest, and I just kept cutting everything in like half or more than that, and just kept doing things that I wasn't supposed to be able to do. I've beaten the odds of coming back from acute compartment syndrome and them taking the muscle out of my leg, and I feel like I can beat the odds against the American Ninja Warrior course.
Such a great story. Brendan Kelly nearly lost his leg. An unbelievable athlete, football player, All-American track. Now here he is, one of the top 100 in the nation, competing on Mount Midoriyama.
He was lucky that log didn't spit him out into the water there. Very fortunate.
Brendan, no stranger to good luck, that's for sure. Now onto the giant swing. Oh, he missed the landing. Good recovery there, Johnny.
Definitely, but it did cost him precious energy. Bouncing around now, though, he seems to be pretty confident, moving smoothly through the course.
Onto the jumping spider. Oh! And just couldn't get his feet up on the jumping spider.
Well, once again, if you can't get your legs spread far enough, it's impossible to really stick those feet and get the kind of traction you need here. It looks like it was poor flexibility.
And the jumping spider proving once again it bites back. But with Brendan Kelly's resilience, I wouldn't be surprised to see him again here next year. We're seeing many strong competitors fail here on stage 1, but our next athlete believes he has the keys to succeed. It's Dan Mast, the Tuxedo Speedo, who made quite an impression in the Southwest Regionals.
Dan's a stuntman, has done a number of big-time Hollywood movies, and had no problem being in the spotlight during the regional finals, sporting the infamous Tuxedo Speedo. And he did it all in such formal style.
When I'm at the starting line, you know, I'm gonna be looking calm, looking cool, but on the inside, I'm gonna be freaking out.
The scantily clad Dan Mast putting on a show for the ladies. The man is a born performer. Well, what is it like, Johnny, competing in minimal clothing, I guess? Does that enhance your sense of the course, your awareness of your body?
You know, I would highly recommend competing with as little clothes as possible in this competition, just because you want the most freedom of movement possible. However, it could shake your confidence.
Looking good so far. He is a serious competitor despite the outfit.
And he just gets flung by the centrifugal force.
Wow, a little style there. Into the giant swing. Oh!
He is one of the top free runners in the world, Matt.
Well, he's also a stuntman. He gets lit on fire at Universal Studios as part of the Waterworld experience. And a nice jump into the jumping spider.
You can see he got his feet on the wall really nicely immediately. That's what some other competitors should learn from when they take a look at the jumping spider.
Well, this is his third year coming out to American Ninja Warrior's first time on Mount Midoriyama.
Oh!
Looked like he had it, but couldn't hold on the half-pipe attack, Johnny.
He lulled us into confidence. I figured he was going all the way, and he had a nice run up the half-pipe attack wall, but when he leaped off, he grabbed the rope so low, and there's bound to be some slippage. And by the time he slipped and re-grabbed, he was at the end of his rope.
Well, had a strong run going, has to be disappointed. It looks like for Dan Mast, he got all dressed up for no reason. Let's go to Angela, who's with him right now.
Dan, I know you always dress for the occasion, but what happened there on that half-pipe attack?
I don't know. I thought I had it, the run felt good, and then I only got one hand on it. Then when I went to reach for the other hand, before I knew it, I was in the water.
Tough, but you look great doing
That's
it.
true. I do look awesome right now, and there's no denying that.
Confident even in defeat, that's Dan Mast. It's been a rough couple of runs, but we still have some incredible athletes waiting to tackle this finals course when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to the finals of American Ninja Warrior. Hundreds of athletes are here in Las Vegas to take on the world's most difficult obstacle course in hopes of becoming the first American ever to conquer Mount Midoriyama and walk away with the grand prize of $500,000 cash. But Johnny, right now we're really seeing athletes struggle with the jumping spider and the half-pipe attack. What are these guys doing wrong?
Well, on the jumping spider, it's all about pop and flexibility. You have to get high enough and then get those legs spread wide enough to stick the landing. And for the half-pipe attack, the key is to take an easy pace, stay low on the half-pipe, grab the rope, and then keep your feet up out of the water.
Well, Johnny, let's see if our next ninja takes your advice. Back on the course, it's Paul Darnell, a stuntman for films including Twilight, Fast Five, and Captain America. He's wearing yellow to represent the Southwest.
Well, he's a true standout and a Mount Midoriyama veteran, having made it all the way to Japan 3 years ago.
I was worried about the half pipe, and that happened to be the one that took me out. I twisted my ankle, sprained it. Kind of sad because you don't want to leave Japan injured, but it definitely gave me appreciation for the course and how hard it really is.
But he believes his training is the perfect preparation for this course.
But that's when the free running comes in, because you get to train over and over and over and adapt yourself so that when you do come to an obstacle and in stunts, you're able to do it the first time. I'm engaged, I'm getting married in 2 weeks, and if I won the money, I would use that to buy a house, and I would dedicate a plaque right above the doorway that would say, "The house that Ninja built."
Paul's watched so many of his fellow finalists be taken out by this monster course, but he's no stranger to the finals.
Nice economy of movement through the step slider.
I think Paul should really be pushing hard through these early obstacles, looking to be aggressive.
Yeah, buy himself a little early time. He's got the skills. He's been training hard.
Onto the giant swing. And a good boost there. He was actually the captain of the gymnastics team at Virginia Tech.
You shouldn't be intimidated by the trampoline here at the jumping spider then. Let's see his attack.
Nice.
Sweet.
The gymnastics training paying off. He gets lots of height, moving quickly through the jumping spider. He's so tall. The drop looked like nothing there at the end.
And on to the half-pipe attack. This is where he sprained his ankle and ended his first run at Mount Midoriyama. Oh, perfect on the half-pipe part, and sticks it very clean and injury-free, most important.
Now onto the warped wall, making real good time. Paul's looking to end the run of fails here on stage one.
And one and done for Paul Darnell, up and over the warped wall. He just seems to have that blend of confidence and fearlessness that you might expect from a stuntman.
But this can be a real test here. Oh, he's down but bounces through.
And a hard bounce off his stomach, Matt. That had to hurt a bit.
But he's up and ready for his starring role. Just a final climb away from moving on to stage 2 and achieving redemption here at Mount Midoriyama.
Man, barring running out of time, he's got 40 seconds left. Great energy so far. He just needs to keep it up.
And it looks like he's doing just that. What a strong run for this stuntman. And he's done it. Paul Darnell slams the buzzer. You can see him waving to the crowd. Gotta feel amazing. And Angela is with the triumphant Paul Darnell right now.
You looked very confident after the half-pipe attack. Was that it for you?
Yeah, the half-pipe, that's all I wanted to do. I was just amazed that I completed it.
Very nice work. Going to stage 2, any thoughts?
Oh man, I've been training for my grip strength, so I'm totally ready for it. I'm so pumped.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Guys?
Thanks, Angela. Back at the starting line, a young man who not only made the top 15 out of the Southwest region, he used that moment to honor his sister-in-law who's stricken with breast cancer. This is Ryan Thompson from Flagstaff, Arizona. And Ryan is not alone tonight. There's Team Pink, Ryan's family, including his wife, Christina. They're all sporting pink out there by the spinning bridge, cheering him on while raising breast cancer awareness.
Welcome to my training area. I'm in Flagstaff, Arizona. This is right in my backyard. Last year, I fell on the salmon ladder. I was one ring away of being in the top 15. This is my salmon ladder, homemade. All it takes is one mistake. Biggest nails I could find at Home Depot. So I've really been going at it and making sure I know exactly how to do this one. My wife, Christina, has always been very supportive about this whole thing.
Doing pull-ups off of our 4th-story balcony almost gave me a heart attack.
To me, family means everything. I'm continuing my pink shirt, breast cancer awareness for the sister-in-law. Found out she had breast cancer on Valentine's Day this year. It's a serious issue. To have $500,000 would be amazing. I want to help out my sister-in-law and my brother with their medical bills. I'm Ryan Thompson, and I'm gonna be the first American Ninja Warrior.
So great to see so much family support. The shirts say, "Relax, he's a ninja."
I love it.
Here he is, onto the step slider, stops on the final step, but makes the leap to the rope, and he's through. His sister-in-law awaiting a phone call to give her the update, and so far, 2 obstacles down, Johnny.
Yeah, he's done very smooth to this point. I expect to see him get through those 2 obstacles pretty smoothly. Now, this will be new for him, not having a trampoline here, having the springboard. We've seen it give some people some trouble, but that was a nice takeoff and great trajectory.
Onto the jumping spider. Needs a nice vault here. See his wife, Christina, standing nervously just a few feet away.
Her heart probably beating as fast as his right now.
Here's the approach. And he is up.
So important to get your feet out and get a strong landing on the wall with your hands and your feet at the same time. You did a beautiful job of that.
You're putting together a good run, but that clock's still ticking as he stares down the half-pipe attack. The run-up, so Kia slipped, grabs a rope, but can't hold on, and he is out. Johnny, what went wrong on the half-pipe attack?
Well, he had a good takeoff. Looked like he was trying to figure out his steps. He actually got high enough, but it looks like he slipped before he could get a good 2-handed grasp on the rope.
So Ryan Thompson's run at American Ninja Warrior ends on stage 1. Still a noble performance this year. For him, it's always been about family, and right now, he's getting the best consolation prize he can imagine, a group hug from Team Pink. Well, we have more inspiring stories and some of the best runners still to come right here on American Ninja Warrior. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior, where stage 1 of the finals continues. I'm Matt Eisman in Las Vegas with Jonny Moseley, and while you were away, 2 more runners tried their best to topple Mount Midoriyama and were greeted by very different results. Florida student Thomas Hall out of the Southeast region slipped through the spinning bridge and found his quest suddenly over. But J.B. Douglas, a gymnastics coach from Northern California, took his time through the course, even sitting down at the warped wall. His slow but steady approach paid off as he toppled all 8 obstacles in a time of 1:57.50. Up next is a returning finalist from last year. He's a 23-year-old cable installer from Colorado. It's Jake Smith.
Today's my birthday, and I'm really happy to be here. I competed in the Mid-South Regionals. I did pretty well in the first round. I got 2nd place.
An absolutely electric run here. Take a bow, Jake. You have earned it.
In the 2nd round, turns out my endurance is just for crap, so I kind of struggled through it.
Jake Smith completely exhausted.
If it was easy, then none of us would be here.
Oh, man. I'm in shape.
After the regionals, it made me realize I needed a lot more endurance, so in the past couple weeks, I've been training endurance and strength. I've never really had a strategy for doing the course beyond, hopefully just not going first. When I was on Mount Midoriyama last year, I was the first to go, and I didn't really get to see how my buddies were going to do on each obstacle.
Jake Smith looking good here.
He slips.
And Jake's the first man to fall victim to stage 2.
Completing the course would be my ideal goal, and that would be a fabulous birthday present.
But Jake has a laid-back attitude, but make no mistake about it, he's one of the most skilled and competitive athletes in this competition.
Quick through the steps, huh?
Oh, a little stumble there, and back on the rope. Hung out to dry, but manages to get through it.
He's all over the place. He needs to settle down. The small mistakes add up here in the finals.
Oh, and real close to going out on the rolling log. Not looking good on those first 2 obstacles.
Yeah, not at all. He should be able to get in a groove now. Yes, no problem. Through the giant swing. Straight in to the jumping spider. Man!
Wow! It looked like he almost lost his right foot, but managed to save it, Johnny.
He's only 5'9", so this obstacle is a bit of a stretch for him.
And you can see his feet are sliding out. I am surprised Jake Smith definitely off his game tonight. And he's really having trouble there. Drops down.
Yeah, he is through by the skin of his teeth, but it's going to cost him a lot of energy. His adrenaline spiking. Really had to work hard just to get to this point. Oh, and he puts on a clinic on how to approach the half-pipe attack.
And he comes up short.
Not even close. This should be one time for Jake. Oh, man.
Has a lot of experience on this, is a gifted parkour practitioner. I am surprised to see him struggling here.
Well, I'm getting nervous here. I think he might be too.
This is shocking. Jake Smith, one of the most talented athletes in this competition, and he can't make it up the warped wall right now.
And one of the guys with so much experience on the warped wall. He is exhausted at this point.
And the clock is ticking, 2 minutes, 10 seconds to get through this, and he is running out of time here and running out of energy.
Oh, and another try comes up short. This is shocking. Jake is a top returner who successfully completed the warped wall in stage 1 of Mount Midoriyama before.
Jake Smith, despite his experience and talent, times out on the warped wall in stage 1. Johnny, what happened?
It's so ironic that a free runner would end up timing out on the warped wall because this is a skill he definitely has. I think the mistakes he made early on causes adrenaline to spike. He had to make a lot of recoveries, which caused him to be fatigued and frustrated, and then it just became this vicious cycle.
Yeah, I'm bummed out.
Jake Smith, the returning finalist, surprisingly out in stage 1. Well, here at American Ninja Warrior, we love the rookies, but it's the tenacity and endurance of the veterans like Jake Smith, Paul Darnell, and our next athlete, Dorian Cedars, that bring this competition to a whole other level. Dorian's a 4-time top returner who took 8th place in the Southwest Regional Finals. He's a high roller athlete, and he's come to Vegas to win big.
Had some frustrating times in the past. Season 1, I was a semifinalist. Season 2, I was a finalist. Season 3, unfortunately, I had to reattach my rotator cuff and kind of went out early. After surgery, now have 2 titanium screws in this arm, 2 titanium screws in this arm. I've been killing it on the cheerleading floors. I'm back, I'm better than ever. This is my year. I will be the Bionic Cheer Ninja, the first American Ninja Warrior.
Well, this is Dorian's 4th time competing on American Ninja Warrior, but his first time to Mount Midoriyama, and after that many tries, he wants to make a statement.
And looking good so far as he makes his way onto the rolling log.
It was a very slow roll on the log.
Oh, almost tumbled into the water there. Had an early exit last year as he was coming off shoulder surgery, feeling much stronger this year.
He finished 8th in the Southwest. I think he was a little disappointed with that placement and looks hungry tonight after that giant swing.
And the jumping spider. Again, the jump here so critical to get a secure lodging between the walls.
Oh, look at the flexibility. Almost does the splits there.
And nearly went head over heels, but able to find his balance and hold on. On to the half pipe attack. Good strong run.
Nice, exploded off the wall. A little too much though as he goes right past.
Great experience though. Veteran move to hold on to the rope and make sure he stuck the landing before letting go.
And keep his feet out of the water. We've seen those mistakes.
Onto the warp wall, has a lot of experience here, comes up short on the first attempt.
And here he is. It took him all 3 times he was allotted to get up it in regional finals. Will we see another Ninja veteran time out on the warped wall? We've seen a lot of their guys running up the wall, turning around, then coming down to get some added speed. He's just going from a dead stop.
Looks like he's regrouping now, trying to catch his wind, gets one hand up and the other, and that upper body strength pulls him right up. But the clock is ticking down, Johnny.
Yeah, he has to make some serious time right now.
Oh, a rough fall. The key is going to be on this rope. How high on the cargo net can he get? 20 seconds left for Dorian.
He got a nice high grab on it. It's there if he wants it. He's going to have to climb extremely fast, which is...
Oh, my goodness. 10 seconds left. Dorian Cedars digging deep. 4 seconds left for Dorian. And no, the finish button suddenly. Oh, my goodness. He didn't make it. Time's out. Literally seconds. He dives for the finish line, but the warp wall seemed to cost him, Johnny.
Honestly, it was just a fitness thing. He's been up that warped wall many times. It's just by the time he got there, he was so gassed that it was hard to get the power he needed.
I can only imagine the amount of frustration and disappointment he must be feeling right now. He came so close, and he failed.
That was mine. It was so mine. Stage 2 was mine. Stage 3 was mine.
Dorian Cedars understandably frustrated after coming so close to achieving victory tonight. It's been a tough night here for many of the finalists at Stage 1 of Mount Midoriyama, but 6 athletes have already clinched a spot in the next round, including Ben Sneed and Paul Darnell, who we saw earlier tonight.
And many of our best finishers from each region have yet to run, including Bull Bullard, the Harlem Globetrotter, who slam dunked his way into a 6th place finish in the Southeast qualifiers. And Jesse Villarreal, the 24-year-old fisherman from Maine, who finished 7th in the Northeast region.
For Jonny Moseley and Angela Sun, I'm Matt Eisman, and we'll see you next time on American Ninja Warrior.